here again, doing a little video with Crota's End. You've all probably seen the videos out there, Crota's End being one man with a warlock, having all the high-end gear and everything. Well, I'm not going to promise that I will get through everything, but I'm going to show you that some parts of this can be done using a Titan. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. But the reason I say it can be done with a Titan is because between the Titan and the Warlock, they both have the same type of jump. Now, the jump is known as, you have the Titan skate, and a lot of times the Warlock goes into kind of a skating way, just like the Titan does, but they call it a glide. There's not much of a difference. I know a lot of you will probably say, well, Beef, there's a lot of a difference there. Well, if you really think about it, the only difference between the two is the Warlock is more directional. It's more for forward momentum, whereas the Titan, it's more for upwards momentum, which, yes, can change how it is, how the game is played. It changes how you can use these abilities, but they're about the same. And like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to go through the entire thing one man. I have never been able to, but I'm going to try to see how far I can get. And believe me, I will die a lot. There's always going to be a time that I'm going to end up dying. That's going to be a given. And yes, I have this set to easy, so the rewards aren't the greatest. But you learn how to do it on easy. Why not just learn how to do it? You start with easy and work your way up. Now this first part everybody knows is the pit, of course. Of course you almost die every time you land on that, but I digress. Now, some people say the best way to do this is just to go for it. Some people say go, clear out some ads, and then move forward. I like to do it kind of a combination of the two, depending on the weight of darkness. So, here we go. Now, as you just saw there, I have the exotic gauntlets on for Titan, that when I am meleeed by an enemy, it ends up causing a backlash effect. That's what that beeping noise and the burst of light is. The next time I get to a point where I can stop without getting hit too much, I will give you the name of those gauntlets if you're interested. And as you can see, it's helping quite a bit. Now, I like using the sword. That's just my preference. Everyone else has a different preference. It's just the preference I like to go with. Because it makes it easier to see all the pitfalls. But everyone else might have a different opinion on it. Now, as you saw there, I did not stop. That's because of the big dude that's right over here. There's only a few spots that at night will pop out, and you really don't want to deal with them. Because at the very top, if you take out the night in this lower part, it'll actually cause wizards and one extra ogre to appear, which in anyone's book, less ogres, less wizards, they'll bet it. Now some of you might be thinking, oh, he's ran this a million different times. That's why he knows right where he's going. Yes and no. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going 100%. As you can see here, I'm falling into a hole. I've done this so many times that I kind of just remember the path that I have to take. And it can be a little bit more difficult with multiple people, because if you don't all stay together in a tight-knit group, it'll end up causing issues. And another little tidbit, the sword really helps for those moments that you're really getting bombarded. Like you just saw there. I was getting held back by the regular thrall, and that's kind of how they built this game. This part of it anyways, is that it's designed where the regular thrall will hold you back until an exploder comes in. Once the exploder gets there, they go off, taking you out, which also takes out everybody else, but you know, they're kind of like suicide bombers. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Nope, I didn't go the wrong way. Which is all to keep in mind on how to contradict how these guys run, what weapons to use, what weapons not to use. You know, it really all comes down to your preference on how you want to play it. But I have found it is easiest with a sword, mainly because it's a heavy weapon. It's a strong hit. I ran out of sword ammo. But as you can see, it can be very difficult, but you can do it pretty well easily. And this time I'm not having any heavy ammo, so we're gonna run this without it. Which can be a lot harder, but it can also be a lot easier depending on how everything goes. Oh, and I always suggest an auto rifle. Oops. And the reason I suggest an auto rifle is because with the auto rifle, it's more of a clear a lot of enemies at once type of weapon. While also leaving your heavy slot open for your sword. Which some people will be like, but the heavy machine gun does so much more damage, you can clear out so many more guys. So, really, this is not about power or speed. This is about taking your time, basically, and keeping them off you as much as possible. Another little tidbit to remember is if you stay at one of these pillars for too long, it will go off, and when it goes off, it's like a nuke. It will kill you. So, keep that in mind. And if you stay at one long enough, you'll notice that the weight of darkness disappears completely. Now, if that happens, it's actually a good thing for you. Because without the weight of darkness, what it does is it causes you to be able to use your glide or your Titan skate, whatever it is, for a short time, which also allows you to break away from the large group really quickly and get you out of harm's way. And if you're going to be running this with a group of people, remind them you're all going to be running in a line, basically. And the people at the front of that line need to help the people at the back of the line. Because the people at the back of the line are going to have the most thralls on them. It'll be the hardest for them to... So, when the first person gets to the light, they're not going to have a lot of guys on them. Like you see here, they're all down there still. Well, that's where your buddies are going to be. Oop. But as you saw, I got all the way to the top. And unfortunately, I didn't make it all the way up to where I wanted to be. Now, I'll show you a little tidbit that more of the seasoned players will know. And some of you new guys, now that Destiny 2 has dropped, I'm pretty sure the first Destiny is a little bit cheaper than it was. So more and more people are going to have it. And I'm not saying that's bad against anybody. Believe me, I know the whole money situation. But basically more and more people are going to be buying Destiny. Maybe it was people that, oh, I didn't want to really play it. I didn't think it was any good. And so those people are like, alright, I'm going to give it a try. Well, this tidbit right here is something for you guys. If I can make it back up to the top. Oops. Now, some of you might think, well, this kid hasn't been playing for very long. Well, he's just new to this whole making videos thing. That would be correct. I am very, very new at making these videos. I'm nowhere near as good as some of these other people that have been making video game videos for a while. See, I find it more not about how long someone's been playing or how much they know about a game. It's more about, hey, I figured this out. How about I share that with everybody? You know, it's more, I have information that I feel might help this person, whoever, you know? And it really helps. I've used other people's videos to really help me out on how to do certain things I can't do. It's helped me immensely, honestly. And it's not to say that there's some things that I've just sat there and learned on my own, like many people have. But at the same time, there's some things that I have sat there and watched videos on. Learn how to do from watching other people do it. Which is 100% okay. That's what people like I do for you guys that are just starting out, or people that have been playing but don't know how to do something. That's what I'm making this video for. Now, as you can see, I got up here on this little pillar. You can either get on that one or this one. Once you're up there, do not move your left joystick. That's just a friendly tidbit, because off there in the distance, where you can't really see, are going to be ogres. But once you hit that platform, it'll activate it. Now see, there's an ogre right there. Now you can just sit here and snipe the hell out of them. Look at that. No ogre that had to bother me. Usually there's more than one. Bridge hasn't formed yet, so we're still sitting here waiting. Now the weight darkness will hit you hard, unfortunately, but that's okay. So once that bridge is formed, we'll just start crossing it. And that signifies that the bridge is almost done. Now that bridge is done, you just start going across. Now you don't have thrall on you, it's all good. Don't worry about it. So once you get over here in the light, you can run through it just fine. And as you saw, it took me several tries to get through this part. A lot of people can do it, but I've never been able to do it myself. Now you guys are probably saying this is going to be a long video. Well, actually, I think I'm going to break this up into several little chunks. I am kind of learn how to run this part by myself, because I have never ran this part by myself. I've seen it done. Whether or not I can do it myself, that's to be seen. But if you like the video, as you can see on the right side, no one's joined the stream, but that's okay. I'm new. I haven't been doing this as long as many other people. But if you like the video, want to see more, leave a like, comment down below. You can find me on my channel, Eclipse Gaming. And if you ever are looking for some help on PS4, send me a friend request, or just send me a message. The gamer tag is JBeef2156. And that is JBEEF2156. And I will be gladly able to help you with any of the little raids or strikes that you want help with. If you want to learn cool little glitches, cool little hidden spots in the game, hit me up, let me know. Alright. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. And this is JBeef with Eclipse Gaming, signing off. See y'all in the next one.